Since the dawn of humanity, we have looked up at the silver glow of our lunar neighbor. Many have wondered, what would it be like to visit or live there? In the 1960s, mankind visited the moon. When astronaut Neil Armstrong first stepped on the lunar surface, he stated, "One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." We've left our footprints there. We've planted an American flag there. And we've launched lunar rovers there. But man has always known we would go back. Today, we aren't just talking about a brief visit to our celestial neighbor. We are talking about going back to stay. NASA has just unveiled a $20 billion breathtaking new update for the Artemis program. NASA's vision is nothing short of science fiction brought to reality. NASA is planning to build a permanent, sprawling outpost on another world. Simply put, NASA is planning to colonize the moon, soon. Let's break down the master plan and the groundbreaking technology, and the exact timeline of how humanity will plan to colonize the moon. If you're picturing a single, small metal structure sitting in the dust, you may need to think bigger, much, much bigger. NASA recently announced that the Artemis moon base won't be a single building. In fact, the updated plan is quite different and much more involved. The plan is for the NASA moon base to cover hundreds of square miles. The destination? The southern part of the moon, called the Lunar South Pole. Many people have asked, why the South Pole? The Lunar South Pole is ideal because, hidden in the permanently shadowed craters of this rugged terrain, is the most valuable resource in the cosmos. That resource is water ice. Water means life support. Water also means oxygen. When split into hydrogen and oxygen, water means rocket fuel. But building in this extreme environment requires a city-like sprawl. NASA's chief architects also revealed how the habitats will be positioned. NASA's architect states that the lunar habitats will be positioned on the peaks of hills of the South Lunar Pole. This positioning is to bathe in near constant sunlight for maximum usage of solar power. Meanwhile, nuclear power systems will be deployed over a kilometer away. This distance is to protect the astronauts from radiation. This isn't just an outpost. This will be the foundation of a lunar civilization. To make this sprawling base a reality, NASA has enlisted the greatest minds in the commercial space sector. This list includes Blue Origin, SpaceX, and Firefly Aerospace. This will be considered an all-hands-on-deck project. Here is what will be waiting for our astronauts when they arrive. One of the first things to be shipped will be the Lunar Terrain Vehicles, known as LTVs. Forget the old Apollo buggies of the 60s, they won't be making the trip. These new advanced rovers, built by companies like Astrolab and Lunar Outpost, are massive, rugged, and completely autonomous. They will be delivered to the moon before the crew arrives, driving themselves to the landing zone to wait for their human pilots. The next piece of NASA technology is moonfall drones. To map out the perimeter of this massive base, NASA is deploying swarms of hopping robotic drones called moonfall drones. Launching in 2028, these agile machines will leap across the jagged southern craters, scouting the perilous terrain ahead of human construction. So many may ask, when does it happen? NASA has completely refined its architecture, laying out an aggressive, multi-phase timeline to achieve a permanent human presence by the 2030s. Here is how the next few years will unfold. On April 1st, 2026, Artemis II blasted off from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. There were 4 astronauts strapped into the Orion spacecraft and the mighty Space Launch System rocket, also referred to as the SLS rocket. The astronauts flew further into deep space than any human has gone in over 50 years. Part of their mission involved mapping and analysis of candidate landing regions near the moon's south pole. This mission was very inspirational to the new era of human space exploration. Many considered this mission as the official kickoff of the active effort for mankind to colonize the moon. In 2027, NASA has the Artemis III mission planned. The Artemis III mission will be considered the ultimate test. Before we risk a moon landing, NASA will conduct a massive orbital rehearsal in low Earth orbit. Astronauts will dock with both SpaceX and Blue Origin lunar landers to test the critical systems required to touch down safely on each lander. In early 2028, NASA will launch the very special Artemis 4 mission. NASA's Artemis 4 mission is humanity's official return to the moon moment. This lunar return will be a significant moment for the history books. We will not be returning just to make future plans to revisit. We will be returning to the moon to make future plans to stay permanently. After a support flight places a commercial lander in lunar orbit, the Artemis 4 crew will make the triumphant descent to the lunar South Pole. This will be the first crewed landing since Apollo 17 in 1972. This will lead to the next mission in 2028, Artemis 5. The build begins. NASA plans to launch missions once a year after Artemis 5. Artemis 5 is when the heavy lifting kicks off. Construction of the permanent moon base officially begins, shifting humanity from Phase 1, access, into Phase 2, initial operating capability. By 2032, Phase 3 will be fully underway, achieving a semi-permanent human presence on another world. We are no longer just exploring the moon. We are moving in for a permanent stay. Every lunar mission, every lunar drone, every lunar rover, and every crater mapped is about to provide this major stepping stone for mankind. Because the infrastructure we build on the moon today is the exact blueprint we will use to survive on the planet Mars tomorrow. The countdown has started. The rockets are being stacked. Humanity's next great leap is right around the corner. If you're as excited about the future of space exploration as we are, please hit the like button and subscribe. We'll take you out of this world every week. Would you take a one-way trip to the lunar South Pole? Until next time, keep looking up and let's keep exploring the stars. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching Odyssey, Origins of Reality.